Right here, it says Luma. Luma. The most important part of this word is the first two, L and U. I had the name Luma because of a childhood game I grew up off of, which is called Super Mario Galaxy. And there were these little stars called Lumas. Super Mario Galaxy came out in 2009. The first part of this word, Lu, became like a meme a few years ago. It became like Lu means like you're like, oh, you're a little like lunatic. You've gone a little cuckoo, basically. Oh, Delulu, that's what it's from, delusion. So having that in my name now isn't fun. You want to know the worst part about it too? The late end of 2023, I made a project called Lu. L-U, because I was like, that sounds cool. But then literally right after, it became like that big meme where like Delulu was a big thing. So I hate it and I'm aware, but it don't matter because we're pushing through anyways. I still have this project Lu from 2023. It has 7 songs and these 7 songs are different than anything I've ever made before. Not because they're better, right? They're a few years old, so if anything, they're not that good. It's still very enjoyable, but it's the meaning behind them that I want to talk about. These songs are so important that I re-perform them. You can find the live versions of them dropping this week. If this video has already been out for over a week, they are all already out. But the first Sunday in July, all the way to 7 days later, I don't know what day it's gonna end on, but I will be dropping a song every single day, and it's gonna be live performed by me. I already did them all. So I would just love to give a little rundown about the situation before we get into it. The same days as these songs are being posted, a normal video is still being posted. I am doing a how-to series. It's like funny, it's not serious how-to, but it is going to be videos posted every single day alongside of the live music ones posted every single day. I have this chart on my wall over here that I actually have a video of me doing back in 2023, which is on the same exact night that I made Lu. So there's lore to this. I wrote equations and stuff that helped me make the album. It's kind of insane. I was literally trying to be mathematical about it and it worked. It was pretty cool. My idea was basically combining visuals with auditory. That was it. Oh, and emotion, all 3. I was trying to make a triangle between those 3 that could help propel me for a pretty cool project. So there's only 6 colors in the rainbow, but for some reason I did 7, so that always messes me up. The first song is supposed to be you being shown something you want, but you not actually getting it. And instead, you get something else. The second song is supposed to be hope blossoming up from getting that something else. So initially you wanted this, but you were given this. With this, you start to blossom hope from. So instead of it being what you didn't want, you start to be a little bit hopeful and you're like, okay, whatever. After that, for the third one, I have contentment, which is basically being okay with it. So instead of it being what you didn't want, you're instead like, okay, whatever. For the fourth one, I have establish. So instead of it being what you're okay with, you're actually establishing it in your life. And you're like, this is me. For the fifth one, I have love. And love's really cool because instead of just establishing it in your life, you're actually loving it. You're like, oh my God, I would die for this. And then to seal it all off, for the sixth one, we have challenged. This thing you initially didn't want, but now you've grown to love, you're going to be challenged for. Something's going to come make you fight for it. So if you fight for this thing, that means it's greater than love, basically, in my mind. So then after that, to end it all off, on 7 is acceptance, which is basically what it means, acceptance. You can look up the definition. But it's this little emotional journey chart that takes what I called an artificial joy generator. So you're given something you think you want, but you're given something else instead. So that's supposed to be the artificial joy. So we have to somehow take this thing you didn't want, but make it joyful over time. So that's what this does. So the 7 songs are basically supposed to follow that. If you do want to match colors up, it is a little weird because I have like 2 oranges for some reason. There's only 6 colors in the rainbow, but there's 7 songs. All I know is that the last one's purple and the first one's red. But however you get there is a little weird. I really like having 7 purple, 6 blue, 5 green. So 4 is yellow, 1 is red, 2 is orange. So 3 is like a combination between yellow and orange, I guess. I don't know. No, that one's a little splashed. But overall, it was a pretty cool idea. I love it. I still follow it through every time I make projects sometimes. But that one fateful day was the most amount of songs I've ever made in one day that was just completely new. Since then, it's happened many more times, but that was the first time I ever did that. And I felt so freaking proud because it worked. I told myself these things of like matching emotions to colors, and then I came up with the number 7. I'm like, 7 would be the best way to make this story complete. I'm like, I need 7 songs, and each song has to correspond to this emotional thing. And that's what happened. I did it all in one night. And then the next day, I was freaking proud, bro. I got to mix it all, and I was like, my creation was looking at me back, bro. It was so cool. Looking back at it now, it's honestly not that great. If you were to listen to it, I would listen to the live one, if I'm being like so for real. There's only like 2 songs from the 7 that I would genuinely add to my playlist, which is, saying a lot. They're not that great, but I do think re-recording them now was a very good idea. I do like how it sounds. I love it, honestly. So go check those out. If they're not up already, that means they're literally coming out tomorrow. I am dropping this video the day before the first one comes out. The colors of the thumbnails are going to correspond to the colors of the songs. It's all going to be planned out, right? I already have it scheduled. It's going to be fun. If I had a favorite song, it would probably be the 4th one normally, which is They Know What's Up. But for the live version, I really like the 5th one. I think my performance there was top tier. I messed up like a little bit towards the end, but I don't care, gang. It sounded so cool. My least favorite is 2 all around. 2, I like fell flat on the lyrics and all that. It was more of like the meaning behind the lyrics, but I think it just still sounds really stupid. I talk about like water in one point. I don't know. So 2 would be my least favorite. 4, 5 would be my favorites. 3 though, 3 is special. 3 is from a different world. 3 really helped me at the time. If I didn't make 3 the night I did, Heavyweight or whatever, if I didn't make that song the night I did, there would be a lot more that was unmade, because I made songs just inspired from that one more than anything else. Like literally, that one's gonna go down in history, Hall of Fame level, because of how much it has inspired the future. So yeah, I hope to see y'all there. Let me know any supportive things down below, or negative, anything. Comment some down below. It'll be fun. Subscribe to be more likely shown my videos in the future. If you subscribe right now, then you'll also be notified when the song videos come out. Like this video so more people get to see it. I want to spread this before everything comes out. That'll be pretty cool, but some people might come back later. That's fine. And then I also have music on all platforms under the name IJB Luma. That's like the most recent stuff, but anything I drop from now forward will be under the name Blakey, which is the same as the channel. So it's going to be as easy as pie finding me. But if you do want to find the stuff from the past couple years, it will be under the name IJB Luma, which is a little confusing. IJB Luma. I just been. It'll just be, I don't know. And then my old stuff from when I was like in middle school is under the name Lil Birdie. But there are Lil Birdies who are more famous than me, so it's not those ones. It's the ones that like look like me in the profile and stuff. But I'll catch y'all there. WW. I actually can't wait. This is going to be fun to see people's reactions. This upcoming week, packed full. We're coming in with a punch.